Next, let's learn about database and information system security. So, what is database security? Database security concerns the use of a broad range of information security controls to protect databases, potentially including the data, the database applications or stored functions, the database systems, the database servers, and the associated network links against compromises of their confidentiality, integrity, and availability. Security. It involves various types or categories of controls such as technical, procedural or administrative, and physical. Database security is a specialist topic within the broader realms of computer security, information security, and risk management. Let's take a look at security risks. Unauthorized or unintended activity or misuse by authorized database users, database administrators, or network or systems managers, or by unauthorized users or hackers. Malware infections causing incidents such as unauthorized access, leakage or disclosure of personal or proprietary data, deletion of or damage to the data or programs, interruption or denial of authorized access to the database, attacks on other systems, and the unanticipated failure of database services. Overloads, performance constraints, and capacity issues resulting in the inability of authorized users to use databases as intended. Physical damage to database servers caused by computer room fires or floods, overheating lightning, accidental liquid spills, static discharge, electronic breakdowns or equipment failures, and obsolescence. Design flaws and programming bugs in databases and the associated programs and systems, creating various security vulnerabilities, example, unauthorized privilege escalation, data loss or corruption, performance degradation, etc. Data corruption and or loss caused by the entry of invalid data or commands, mistakes in database or system administration processes, sabotage or criminal damage, etc. Database and security. Databases have been largely secured against hackers through network security measures such as firewalls and network-based intrusion detection systems. While network security controls remain valuable in this regard, securing the database systems themselves and the programs or functions and data within them has arguably become more critical as networks are increasingly open to wider access, in particular access from the Internet. Furthermore, system, program, function, and data access controls along with the associated user identification, authentication, and rights management functions have always been important to limit and in some cases log the activities of authorized users and administrators. In other words, these are complementary approaches to database security working from both the outside in and the inside out, as it were. Database security covers and enforces security on all aspects and components of databases. This includes data stored in database, database server, database management system (DBMS), other database workflow applications. Let's look at database security analysis. Some of the ways database security is analyzed and implemented include restricting unauthorized access and use by implementing strong and multi-factor access and data management controls, load or stress testing and capacity testing of a database to ensure it does not crash in a distributed denial of service, DDoS attack, or user overload. Physical security of the database server and backup equipment from theft and natural disasters. Reviewing an existing system for any known or unknown vulnerabilities and defining and implementing a roadmap or a plan to mitigate them. What does information system security mean? Information system security, more commonly referred to as InfoSec, refers to the processes and methodologies involved with keeping information confidential, available, and assuring its integrity. It also refers to access controls which prevent unauthorized personnel from entering or accessing a system, protecting information no matter where that information is, that is in transit, such as in an email or in a storage area. The detection and remediation of security breaches, as well as documenting those events. Information system security does not just deal with computer information, but also protecting data and information in all of its forms, such as telephone conversations. Risk assessments must be performed to determine what information poses the biggest risk. Let's look at threats. Information security threats come in many different forms. Some of the most common threats today are software attacks, theft of intellectual property, identity theft, theft of equipment or information, sabotage, and information extortion. Most people have experienced software attacks of some sort. Viruses, worms, phishing attacks, and Trojan horses are a few common examples of software attacks. The theft of intellectual property has also been an extensive issue for many businesses in the IT field. Identity theft is the attempt to act as someone else, usually to obtain that person's personal information or to take advantage of their access to vital information. Let's take a look at the responses to threats. Possible responses to a security threat or risk are: reduce or mitigate, implement safeguards and countermeasures to eliminate vulnerabilities or block threats, assign or transfer, place the cost of the threat onto another entity or organization, such as purchasing insurance or outsourcing. Accept, evaluate if the cost of the countermeasure outweighs the possible cost of loss due to the threat.